And now through this preparation, you can seriously engage in the sadhana of spiritual surrender. You turn your face to the divine. You see the divine everywhere and in everything. You cultivate a wonderful obsession, a great passion for the divine. And sometimes you will feel an elevated dissatisfaction. This is not to be confused with the mundane unhappiness you felt before. Sometimes you'll feel euphoric, but it is not to be confused with the overwhelming joys and elations you felt in the material life. Sometimes you'll feel entirely caught up, embraced, obsessed, and distracted in the divine. But this is not like any distraction, obsession, or embrace you experienced in the relative world. You find you spend more and more time in direct communication with the divine. You cannot bring the pebbles back from the beach. They do not retain their beauty. The radiance you saw when they glinted in the stirring, translucent seawater. You cannot bring back anything from your direct relationship with the divine to this realm of birth and death. But you will begin to reflect the divine into this world, this earthly domain. The divine domain will transmit through you. The emptier you become, the more open and willing you are to receive and conduct love, compassion, devotion, empathy. For you and I can bring down heaven onto earth because that's our function. Our divine purpose, it is what being human is. We are God people. Human, Hu means God. Our heads are in the heavens, our feet on the ground. Surrender is the acceptance and the embracing of our truth. And the truth is, you are a divine person. Not in your ego self, of course, hardly that, because it isn't real, it never was. You can never be happy until you have transcended the ego and become a conduit of the divine, until you've learned to surrender. Surrender, like acceptance, must be complete. Like death and pregnancy, it possesses no degrees of truth. It either is or it isn't. Surrender is truth. You cannot have degrees of truth. It either is or it isn't. You cannot live the sacred life partially dedicated. You either do or you don't. Surrender is the relinquishing of all that is unreal, all the counterfeit objects in your life, everything. So let them all go as soon as you can. They have no substance. They bring no lasting joy. Your life dedicated to joyful offering to the divine, to trusting absolutely in the sacred, to giving your faith to the invisible, the intransient, the eternal, is the life you were born to live. Live it now.